Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be discovering Tears of Themis as a 11 Deep Space player. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. You can also follow me on Twitch or join my Discord server in the description. And yeah, enjoy! Okay, we're in. Oh my god. Hello? Ooh. Do you want to leave the dream? No, I wanna explore. Where am I? Strange. I thought I was at... Wait, what was I doing just now? Look around. Ooh, who is that? Luke? حلبني يا اخوة حلبني, what the fuck? I know, right? That's Seven's fit. He didn't hear me? What the fuck? Ooh. What is this? It's Luke's key. Okay. There's something up ahead. Wait, what messages? Use the key. Wait, the game is pretty. The forest, it's gone. Where am I now? Look around. That's Raphael's studio. Oh my god, Raphael's look alike. Nothing engrosses you as much as painting does. What was he painting? What? What the hell is this? Only white paint. Is this a new art style? But I didn't even touch it. Wait, there's something underneath. I don't want to ruin his painting. What the hell? It's a painting of me. Oh my god. This is... It's happening again. I feel so dizzy. Okay, girl. Oh, what? What? A cemetery? It's raining. Examine what, girl? Strange. Why isn't there a name? None of the tombstones have names. Oh my god, my love. Mr. Wing. He didn't hear me? Seems like none of them can. He brought flowers. Is he visiting? Could it be a relative of his? Bro, I have a type. I really have a type. Gosh, it's just a branch. And he's gone. GG. Wait, is it gonna be her? I mean, me? On the tombstone. You scared him away. Hyacinth. Artem. Ooh. My head, it hurts.
落ち着いてください。落ち着いてください。僕がいますから。
Bro, I'm blushing. What? Oh. Oh my god.
良くない夢を見ていたようですね。
Vin. So all of that was a dream.
さて、それはどうでしょう。先ほどが夢であったとしても、今が現実とは限りませんよ。
This may not be reality. What? Dreams.
思い出の箱の鍵。その箱に隠された答えは、あなたが望んでいたものですか？
What? What are you talking about? The painting.
油絵で真実を隠したつもりなのでしょうが、目はごまかせても。
What is this, Dorian
心は
Gray?
騙される。
Using a painting to conceal the truth. Okay.
滑稽でしょ。心と向き合わずに信念を貫こうとした結果、全てが水の泡になった。
Bro, I'm so locked in. What?
たとえ世間を敵に回しても、あなたはまだその選択を貫き通せますか？
What choice? Shh.
その答えを口にするのはまだ早い。さあこちらを見て。あなたはただ疲れただけ。
Okay. I'm exhausted.
口にする言葉ほど浅はかなものはない。今後の行動を見てから判断を下そう。
Oh! Wait, what's the name of the voice actor though? I always forget. Chemical Materials Depot. Stella's Industrial Zone. In the early morning hours, a ruckus breaks the quiet of the night. A group of off-duty warehouse managers had opened the material depot's gate. They're busy remotely controlling the freight robots, loading barrels of raw materials onto a truck.
レイブン、そっちの状況はどうだ？
Jun Fukuyama. Ah, right. The one called Raven is hiding behind a container, gently adjusting the knobs on his night vision goggles. Silas is in the game. The image on his viewfinder switches to thermal imaging mode, detailed with lines of incomprehensible readings.
レイブン、 応答せよ。何かトラブルでもあったか？
Raven gives his in-ear communicator 3 taps, signaling his need for electromagnetic silence. The other side immediately falls silent.
こんな朝早くから何なんだよ。日が昇ってからでもよくないか？いいから黙って働け。そういえば、好み部長ってどこに消えたんだろうな。あの人って前。
Ooh.
うるさいっつってるだろ。聞こえてねえのか。
Okay, so these are warehouse workers. After being scolded, the warehouse man shrugs and doesn't say another word. Soon they finish loading the truck and drive away. The opening of the gates and the conversation of the workers are all fuzzily transmitted to Raven's headset. He frowns, possibly because he has learned something from what he heard. Or perhaps he's displeased with his headset's poor output quality.
出荷に異常ありと。
Abnormal outbound shipments. His finger darts across the screen of the smart terminal on his wrist, bringing up information on the warehouse. Wait, isn't Raven Luke? Raven taps on his communicator again, sending out his last transmission of the night.
パックス、クリムソン、異常なし。ハウゼンをマーク。
Tag Harrison. Without waiting for a response from his communicator, Raven turns around and jumps, vanishing into the night. Okay, Mephisto. Law firm. I'm getting trauma. I'm getting trauma flashbacks. Oh my god. Saturday morning, the office building in the central business district are starkly silent, in contrast to the bustle of the weekdays. Should I buy some dessert first? I'm already putting in extra hours for exam study, so I'll treat myself to something nice. You go, girl! That's the spirit. Always buy yourself a sweet treat. You turn around in front of the building, but a delivery man suddenly comes out of nowhere, stopping you dead in your tracks.
すみません。テラス法律事務所はこのビルですか？
Timmy's law firm. Themis law firm. Are you looking for someone? The name of the Greek goddess of law is hard to pronounce. Celestine chose a good name, but it doesn't translate well into speech.
佐京様はここにお勤めでしょうか？お荷物があるのですが。
Ooh, Mr. Wing is likely not in since it's the weekend. Can I sign for the package instead? I'm also an attorney at Themis. I can show you my identification. Big Data Labs AI. And I'll be accompanying you on your new career as an attorney. Oh, so we're an attorney. والعياذ بالله. Oh my god. Okay. Donut. Ace Attorney.
規則では本人のサインが必要ですが、同僚の弁護士さんでしたら佐京様へのお渡しをお願いいたします。
You lawyers are trustworthy? Fuck no, they're not. What the fuck are you talking about? It's heavy. Mr. Wing, what are you buying? I better put this in the office before heading out. Artem's office. Phew, so heavy. Is it more case files? Can they send those electronically? Mr. Wing? Bro. I'm already blushing. I'm already blushing. Oh. Is this really the Artem that you know? Your superior at Themis? The youngest senior attorney in the field? That Artem Wing? Oh my god, bro. Yeah, Jimin, yeah. He slouches in his leather office chair. The gentle morning light shines on his face, but fails to mask his fatigue. Oh my god. His current state is reminiscent of an exhausted traveler who had returned from a long, arduous journey. Bring him Elizabeth III. And then lock me in your house. I don't mind. Mr. Wing.
君か
Oh my god, so Jinichi. Oh my god. I'm sorry for not knocking. I didn't know you were here. Artem loosens his tie and sighs. Right now, it serves more as a shackle than anything else.
構わんさ
This is Artem Wing, a senior attorney at Themis law firm, and your direct superior. Oh my god, CEO in your name? Is this us? It's rare to see him this exhausted. Find out what happened. Okay. You don't look too well. How are you feeling? Artem rubs his temples, his brows furrowed.
いや大丈夫だ
Are you really? His voice is a bit coarse. It's not hard to see that he is mustering strength simply to talk to you. Bro, let him sleep. Stop talking to him then. Let me bring you a cup of coffee. I'll put your package on the table here.
ああご苦労
C'est pas sérieux. Pantry. You must have pulled an all-nighter. Holy. That X note on his desk, is it a new case? I know, right? Why is he speaking so little? I know, right? I want him to talk longer. I want to hear his voice. I love Soabe Junichi, please. A senior attorney like him is working this hard, so I need to do the same. I must pass my advancement exam. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafts over the coffee machine. As soon as you finish preparing Artem's cup, you hear a device vibrating. The sound came from a tablet next to the coffee machine. The lit screen shows a new push notification. Special items may appear in the story, so pay attention. Tap an item to view its details. S&J Jewelry wins astronomical copyright lawsuit. It's a new push notification. Oh, they're his client. He won another case. GG. I've never heard of Artem losing a case, yet the media says he has a 99% win rate. Did he lose a case before joining Themis? What? I can't unlock it with my fingerprint. Some clues are hidden out of sight. Swipe the screen to shift your view. A fan sticker? Isn't this the celebrity that Kiki has been obsessed with lately? Kiki Bennett. Looks like this belongs to her. She's so scatterbrained. She must be searching for her tablet at home like crazy. We can check the current item's points of interest. In the upper left corner, inspection ends when all information has been collected. Okay, and? You're about to put the tablet down and when another push notification lights up the screen. Crimson Biotech reveals new anti-cancer drug, leaving its name in medical history. Another new drug? Many large financial corporations have invested in pharmaceutical research and development these past 2 years. Bro, when do I wish? I wanna gamble. When do I wish? Aside from Crimson Biotech, the PAX Group's Pax Pharmaceutical is also impressive. The market's fiercely competitive, and that's a good thing for the patients. Mr. Wing, your coffee's ready.
ありがとう。
Oh, he's up again. Man. When you return, Artem has regained his composure. He is intently reading case files, occasionally writing notes with his fountain pen. Upon seeing the open package in the recycling bin, you suspect that he is starting on a new case. Carefully avoiding the files on his desk, you set down the coffee near him. Is it an urgent case? Maybe you should take a break first.
大丈夫だ。
Why does he only say one word? Bro!
今日は休日だろ？君こそどうしてここに？
I'm preparing for my advancement exam. It's easier to access reference material here.
何か力になれることがあったらいつでも言いに来なさい。
Oh my god, thank you. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Wing. Mr. Wing, you haven't eaten yet, have you? I was about to go by... Aha. The doorbell downstairs suddenly rings.
来客か？
It's so expensive, they make him say the bare minimum. I'll take a look.
対応できなければ私の執務室に案内してくれ。
Okay, okay, Mr. Wing. Law firm front desk. A man and a woman are arguing.
安田、あのじじいはもう諦めたんだ。弁護士を立てても金の無駄だ。葵食堂の不祥事をなかったことにしたければ、俺たちミールキャットの危機管理コンサルティングサービスを利用すべきだ。本当に彼を助けたいなら、なおさらな。
Huh?
バカ言わないで。ミールキャットは業者から金を騙してるだけ。いつおじいさんの味方になってくれたっていうの？
They've never cared about their clients at all. I mean, how can you trust someone named Pedro? He suddenly steps forward and grabs Winnie by the wrist.
口を慎め。
Bro, you're in a law firm.
田舎娘ごときがどうにかできるもんじゃない。
Sir, this is a law firm. I request that you act more respectfully. You step in between the two, shielding Winnie. Let's go! Yo! Wow, what the fuck? Woo! Wait, I don't know what I was expecting. Don't be stupid, I'm doing this for your own good. Ew! Leaving Pedro here will negatively impact the firm's reputation. Convince him to leave. This is your opponent's hard points. Reduce it to 0 to win the debate. Bro! I wasn't expecting this. What? A fight system? If your opponent reduces your HP to 0 first, then you lose the debate. Okay. Every debate will have a turn limit, indicating the number of turns left in the debate. Okay, 10 turns. If you do not convince your opponent before the number reaches 0, then you will lose the debate. Please take note. This is your opponent's argument. Each opponent will have one or more arguments. Your opponent deals damage to your HP at regular intervals. Counter your opponent's arguments to lower their HP. Counter all of your opponent's arguments to reduce their confidence to 0. Okay. Categorized as general, intuition, logic, or empathy. The last 3 interact as shown below. I know, right? This is so unique. I wasn't expecting this. I've never seen any gameplay of the game, so I didn't know what I was expecting, but not this. Okay, so empathy intuition, and logic. Attack with a blue logic card, which trumps empathy. Artem! That is all. Oh, already? I mean, I guess it was a tutorial, so... Congrats on winning the debate! Yay! That's it, the tutorial. I prepared a gift for you. Safe travels in Stellis. Okay. I think we should keep playing the main story, at least to unlock stuff.
バーカ。俺に解けない謎なんてないんだよ。
Damn. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's complete the story. The hand that feeds. So we just did this. Your appearance makes Pedro hesitate. He stops quarreling and swiftly leaves the premises. Okay. As soon as he leaves, Winnie collapses onto the floor. Oh no! You hurriedly contact Artem and the two of you help her into the law firm. Back. Bro, is this 2020 TikTok? Are you feeling better? Do you need a visit to the hospital?
平気です。
Oh,
ちょっと
blood
低
sugar.
血圧なだけで。
Artem walks over with a mug and places it in front of
ホ
Winnie.
ットチョコレートです。気持ちが落ち着きますよ。
That voice. Oh my god. Bro, I'll be glazing Suabe Genichi the entire stream. I don't care.
ありがとうございます。私は安田恵子と申します。
Winnie Cooper.
今日来たのは青い食堂に弁護士を雇いたいと思って。
Penny's Comfort Foods. Isn't that the high-end private restaurant that's under fire because of a recent food poisoning incident?
SNS のトレンドに上がったことは全部嘘ですよ。あのお店は諏訪のおじいさんが亡くなった奥さんをしのんで。
Is this a smear campaign? Just like, lads. Everything reminds me of them. Grandpa Vern opened his restaurant in memory of his late wife. Aww.
今回の食中毒はただの事故のはず。
Rip lads. Must be an accident.
安田さん、その諏訪のおじいさんとはどなたですか？安田さん。
諏訪のおじいさんは諏訪エンタロ
Vernon Green.
青い食堂のオーナーで私の支援者です。
He is my sponsor. Your sponsor?
はい。諏訪のおじいさんは長年貧しい学生
Underprivileged
たちを
students
支
for
援して
many
きました。
years. Aw, that's
私もその
cute.
一人です。はい。非常に高額な請求をしてきたお客さんたちです。賠償に同意したおじいさんが断らざるを得ないよう仕向けてきて、
Okay.
その裏でお客さん同士で手を組んで、
Boulder
バル
Legal
ドの法律事
Office.
務所から弁護士を雇って、おじいさんを起訴してきたんです。
Boulder again. Boulder Legal Office is the largest law firm in Stellis. After two of their aces lost to Artem, Boulder marked Themis as its arch enemy and has targeted the firm at every opportunity. Bro, get a life. Ignoring Boulder's grudge only seems to bruise its ego even more. Everything reminds me of them.
おじいさんは心臓発作を起こしかけたんですよ。
Oh no.
諏訪のおじいさんは裁判前なのに、弁護士を雇うことに相当難色を示していて。
Bro got trauma from lawyers. I mean, understandable. Understandable. I also have trauma from lawyers.
でも、来週の水曜日には改定してしまうんです。
Next Wednesday.
私たちはどう弁解しようとも勝てない。だから、藁にもすがりたくてこの事務所に。
Okay. Take a deep breath. Can you answer some questions for me so we can sort out everything that happened?
はい。
Okay. Ooh. Ooh, we get to actually question her. Sometimes you'll need to interact with relevant parties to acquire key information. Interesting. This information is often hinted by keywords waiting to be unraveled. I know, right? Like, I don't think I can stop playing for a while. This is actually really good. I can see myself, like, actually playing this. Person arguing at the front. Who was the man you were arguing with at the front? True, true. Pedro Brooks, a sales manager at Delicart. The food review app. This has something to do with Delicart?
最初は無関係でしたが、事故の噂を聞いた西原さんが店に来て、ミールキャットのコンサルサービスを進めてきました。
Their premium services.
レストランの名誉を守りたいのは俺も同じ気持ちだ。だが、手違いとはいえ料理に毒物が混入していたなら、敗訴もあり得る。その点、ミールキャットのサービスに加入すればお客様に訴訟を取り下げるよう働きかけ、名誉も回復できる。
So this is just a smear campaign to get them to buy their services. Make it all go away. To go public soon, this ought to be a delicate time for them.
先が読めない事件に関わるのは上々にリスクをもたらす。賢明なやり方ではありませんね。
Bro, like he could say anything and I would just shut the fuck up and listen to him, honestly.
西原さんが青い食堂に営業をかけたのは彼個人の行動か会社の指示かどちらですか？
それはわかりません。
Good question.
もともと怪しい会社ですし、西原さんがおじいさんのところに来るのも初めてじゃありませんから。
Oh, not the first time. You finished one line of the inquiry. Continue to obtain more key information. Okay. Details on the incident. When did the incident occur?
1週間前の金曜日のお昼でした。
2 weeks ago.
うちの女房が同僚たちとここで食事したけど、午後から吐いたり下痢をしている。食材に何か問題があるんじゃないのか？
Bro, is this like the diarrhea epidemic that's happening in the US?
私の息子とお嫁さんも一緒よ。
My son and daughter-in-law as well.
何が一流レストランさ。魚の品質管理もできないなんて。
レシートもカルテも全部取ってある。保健所にも連絡済みだ。証拠が出たら言い逃れなんかさせないからな。
Damn.
あの海の幸と豆腐の煮込みを調べましょう。捨てられて証拠隠滅される前に。あの日、海の幸と豆腐の煮込みを注文したお客さんのうち、最初に症状を訴えた
Seafood tofu soup.
6人が食中毒に。保健所の調査では、煮込みに使う湧き水から殺虫剤の成分が検出されて
Insecticide in the spring water.
管理不十分による事故と断定されています。これが事故鑑定
Ah ouais, c'est grave quand même. FSB incident reports. Okay.
殺虫剤。
You've obtained a piece of evidence. It could be critical to the case. Go check it out. You can check all your evidence and clues here. Remember to come back here when something's added. Okay, interesting. Okay. Let's continue talking to Winnie and discover more important information. Using insecticide, customers' conditions, attitude of other grantees, and past encounters. Using
レ
insecticide.
ストランの殺虫作業はプロの業者に依頼しましたか？それとも
アルバイトの人に殺虫剤を頼んだとおじいさんが言ってました。事件が起きた週の月曜日に
Caretaker to buy insecticide on Monday.
市販の殺虫剤は大抵人体に無害のものです。強い毒性を持った薬は意図しない限りは買えない。しかし誤って有毒なものを購入し湧き水にまで散布していたとすれば当人の職務怠慢に該当します。
Mr. Green could claim compensation from the caretaker to cover some of his losses. True, true.
おじいさんは殺虫剤は自分が撒いたと言ってました。
But
湧き水に混入してしまったのは年のせいかもしれないって。
then why would he do that?
散布時には注意を払わなかったのに、事後に自分のミスを認めた。少し辻褄が合いませんね。
Not being aware of the accident at the time while being certain of the cause of the accident, the logic is contradictory. Employees' whereabouts. Hold on. Customers' conditions. How are the victims
みん
now?
な感知しています。これは病院が提供してくれたカルテです。
Oh, medical reports. Okay.
6名のお客さんはお店での昼食後、みんな下痢が止まらなくなったそうです。けどそれ以上の病状は出ていません。誰も入院してませんし、ちょうど週末だったから相手の仕事にも支障をきたさなかった。
Okay.
そんな状況で一人当たり200万
30,000?
してくるなんて
What the
アホ
fuck?
です。
食中毒の賠償金額は法律上計算基準が設けられています。不当な請求は許されません。
Bro.
よかった。少し安心しました。
Attitude of other grantees. You said Mr. Green supported a lot of financially disadvantaged students. How long has he been doing
諏訪
this?
さんの奥さんがまだ生きていた頃からだと聞きましたから、25年
More
以上
than
ですね。
20 years. Ah, ouais. Most of the students he helped probably have families and jobs now.
はい、
Bro, they could have grandkids at this point. 20 years is a lot.
幸せに暮らしています。私ももうすぐ自立するんです。
Aw, that's cute. That's nice.
先月、ステラ市師範大学の合格通知が届きまして、
Oh,
奨学金は全額免除ですが、アルバイトで生活費を稼ぐ予定でした。いつまでも諏訪のおじいさんを頼ってるわけにはいきませんし。
You have my respect, Winnie. True. Congratulations. The Mr. Green's charity work isn't directly relevant. It demonstrates that he's a good man and not some shady profiteer. If the court finds him guilty of negligence, this information can reduce Mr. Green's payout and keep his restaurant's reputation. Okay. Intact. Winnie, can you ask some of the students that Mr. Green helped to appear in court?
実は事故の後、おじいさんの援助を受けてた人たちに助けを求めたのですが、考えると
But
言ってくれたのはごく一部で、中には援助金を返すと怒鳴りつけてくる人もいました。 そればかりか、ネットの野獣馬たちと一緒におじいさんを責める人も出てきて、
What the fuck?
私が助けを求めるのも恩を利用して利益を得るためだって、そんな勘違いまでされて。
今の生活があるから面倒ごとに巻き込まれたくない。当然の感情ではありますね。
Okay, past encounters. You said that this wasn't the first time that Delicart or Pedro harassed Mr. Green. Can you elaborate?
おじいさんのレストランがある区域は西原さんが営業を担当しています。以前、彼はノルマ達成のために何度もおじいさんに上級プランの加入を勧めてきました。でも年会費が高くて、おじいさんは学生の支援を理由に西原さんの誘いを断りました。
Okay.
それからミールキャットで葵食堂の悪評が増えて、西原さんが桜を雇って書かせたに違いありません。
Then just find other clients. What the fuck? Be a good salesman. What?
現に事故のことを危機として聞いてきましたし、きっとおじいさんを逆恨みしてるんです。
西原さんと諏訪さんの間で利害が一致していなかったというわけですか。
Mr. Brooks and Mr. Green, yeah.
そして今回、葵食堂で事故があったことで、西原さんは利益を得られるかもしれないと。
Do you suspect that Mr. Brooks is somehow connected to the incident? I do.
漏れなく可能性を考えてみただけだ。
Key information acquired. Okay. I still want to see this. Employees' whereabouts. Being able to buy a toxic insecticide is suspicious in and of itself. Did any of the restaurant employees demonstrate abnormal behavior after the incident?
怪しい行動ですか？
例えば、最近大きな買い物をしたとか、急に羽振りが良くなったとか。
Hmm.
それはないみたいです。青い食堂は大きくありません。おじいさんが料理長で、それ以外は店員1人とアルバイト1人しか雇っていません。事故の後はその2人は巻き込まれたくないと口実を作って辞めてしまいました。
What? Oh no, this kid. Okay. I guess we got everything. Interesting.
事件に関して私が知ってるのはこのくらいです。ステラ市に来てまだ1ヶ月くらいですし。
状況はおおむね理解しました。あとは青い食堂で証拠を集める前に委任契約書を締結する必要があります。
I'll borrow his voice.
ですが安田さん、あなたは青い食堂の所有者でも経営者でもない。
Hmm.
食堂の代わりに弁護士に依頼することはできません。
Tell the grandpa to come.
そうですか。
Mr. Green might be less angry now. How about I visit him and try to convince him to accept an attorney's help?
この案件を受けるつもりか？
I do. Mr. Green has sponsored underprivileged students for all these years, giving hope to those who need it. Now he's the one in difficult situations. Someone should stand up for him, like Winnie here. On top of that, commercial and economic law are my area of expertise. Okay. Okay, Miss Lawyer.
ならこの件は君に任せる。困ったことがあったらいつでも連絡してくれ。
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it
Wang.
again.
あの、
Are you concerned, Winnie? I'm not a senior attorney like Mr. Wang, but...
いえ、そういう意味じゃなくて、誤解しないでください。
Winnie takes out an envelope from her canvas purse and shyly hands it to you and Artem. Oh? You open up the envelope and find a stack of bills inside. With the popularity of electronic payments, people rarely use physical money nowadays.
親からもらった生活費と今月のバイト代、全部そこに入れました。
Girl!
おじいさんは蓄えをほとんど学生支援に使ってたし、賠償金の件もあります。高齢で心臓も弱いから苦労はかけられない。
Aww.
もし足りなければバイトして分割で弁護士費用をお支払いします。このようなやり方で了承していただけるかどうか。
No way. The light envelope suddenly feels weighty in your hands. Artem takes the envelope from you and hands it back to Winnie with a gentle smile. A rare sight.
テミスには司法援助金の仕組みがあります。条件の該当者であれば弁護費用の減額もしくは
Yeah.
免除が可能ですよ。
Oh.
本当ですか？
Mr. Wing's a senior partner here and is essentially one of the bosses. You can trust what he says.
助かります。この前探偵に今回の件を調査してもらいましたが、彼もお金のことなら心配ないって言ってくれました。
Damn, these are nice people. What the hell? The lawyers I know would suck the money out of you. What do you mean?
ステラ市にはやっぱりいい人が多いんですね。
The expression on his face changes and he seems to be a bit restless.
すみません。ちょっと失礼。
Okay. After apologizing to Winnie, Artem rushes out of the room. There isn't much time. He wants to act sooner rather than later. We should really get a move on since the trial's set for next Wednesday. True. Okay.
はい。青い食堂は都心にあります。
He still hasn't come out of his office. You text him where you're going and then take off with Winnie. Oh. Furiously talking on his phone. Are we about to hear angry Suabe Junichi? Ooh.
メール一通で先生が N2X を裏切ったと決めつけるなんて悪いが納得できない。我々3人は立場があり、誰もが公平公正ではない。故に、新メンバーを捜査に加えてもらう。いいだろう。ふさわしい人物がいれば、森月に精神状態をチェックしてもらう。
Okay, interesting. Central Business District. Winnie. The entrance is in an alley. When you had approached the restaurant's location, Winnie had suddenly pulled you into an alley.
稽古でいいですよ。おじいさんは自宅の1階を食堂に建て替えたので、入り口は商店街の大通りにはないんです。
Okay. Even the alley is well kept, probably because it's located in the central business district. Makes sense, makes sense. The fragrance of camellias wafts over from a nearby flower bed, setting an elegant atmosphere.
この先を曲がったら着きます。ここの椿綺麗でしょ。おじいさんが奥さんのために植えたんですよ。
I see. Mr. Green really loved his wife, didn't he? Don't do this to me, I'm gonna cry. Upon turning the corner, you freeze. You see someone you used to know all too well, but is now almost a stranger. He was an integral part of your youth, but he vanished from your life 8 years ago without a trace. Luke? Wait, is he like a childhood friend type shit? Like, he turns towards your voice and is visibly surprised. But then his coral eyes reflect the happiness in his heart.
本当にお前なのか?
He runs towards you. I told you it was like golden retriever. His sunny smile instantly takes you back to an afternoon 8 years ago. Luke, I told you not to sit on the windowsill while reading. What if you fall?
ごめん。考え事をしてるとついここに座っちゃうんだよ。
Wait, isn't this Kajiyuki? The warm afternoon breeze sweeps through the treetops. Languid birds perch on the branches and lazily chirp. What do you mean a bird lazily chirps? The teenager's melancholic voice dusts off your mental cobwebs, and the memory becomes clearer. Going to National Central University, right? Mom called me this afternoon and spilled the beans. She said you wouldn't be coming to school anymore. National Central University, okay.
ああ、首都大学の特待生に合格したんだ。
Everything reminds you of him. Next week, it's your first year of high school and you made it into the country's best uni. You're amazing. Cute. Wait, what is this?
なんだよ。ずっと俺のことを見て。
Blushy, blushy. You don't seem too happy. Do you not like your university major?
まあな。
Bioengineering.
でも悪くない。
Damn, that's
生
good.
物科学だよ。
Bioinfo,
もし母さんが生きてたら喜んだろうな。
My mom would be happy if she knew, but
それよりさ、俺たち今まで長い間離れ離れになったことないだろ。だからお前も頑張れよ。首都で待ってるから。
2 years. I'm not going to the capital. I want to study law, and Stellus University is known for their law school. Stellus University. Now that you're leaving, you still won't tell me what's locked away in your box?
一つくらい謎があった方が俺のことを覚えておけるだろ。
Okay, stay mysterious. Keep your secrets. Are you taking the entire Sherlock Holmes collection with you?
いや、それは両親が住んでた家に運ぶつもり。鍵はお前に預けとくから読みたい時に言っていいぞ。
I'm leaving them in my parents' house. I'll leave you a key. Uh-huh, merci. Okay. Getting accepted into a national central university is great news. Why'd you keep me in the dark?
俺が父さんに頼んだんだ。お前にどう言うか迷って。今までお前ん家に居候していろいろ迷惑かけただろ。俺。
So you're saying we're now strangers just because you're going to university? Bro, this is more than just childhood friends. Everything reminds you of him.
俺が悪かったって。
Okay, I guess I clicked on everything? What do I do now?
俺が大学に受かったのにお前の方がはしゃいでないか？
Bro, I really like his energy. Of course I'm happy. Now that our top student's leaving, I can finally enjoy being the top of the class.
トップになりたいなら俺に言えば。
Ah. Hold it. I don't need you to let me have everything.
知ってる。まあ譲らなくともそのうち分離選択をすれば。
Liberal arts. Literally Caleb.
前はそれでクラスが分かれることを気にしてたのに。まさかこんなことになる。
Yeah, yeah. Kajiyuki. Yeah. Did I do everything?
お前にもらったこの鍵大事にするから。
Oh my god, she gave him the key. Just like MC gave Caleb the necklace. Bro. Okay, I'm done with this. Hold on.
もしかして俺の顔に何かついてる？
Bro, I love when he blushes. There's nothing. Ooh, she's blushing. Okay, these are done. Did you buy a new Sherlock Holmes novel? It doesn't look like the book you were reading 2 days ago. My Caleb. I think that book was a poetry collection.
俺が詩集なんか読むわけないだろ。これを読んでたんだよ。
Uh-huh. What's with the dramatic reaction? Yeah, bro. What are you hiding?
あんま人のこと詮索すんなって。ここ何日かは本当にずっとホームズを読んでたんだよ。
Uh-huh. Right. Sure. Okay. Okay, cheer up. Early admission's a good thing.
毎日ビデオ通話する約束をしてくれたら、離れたところでの大学生活。
He wants to call every day? Cute. I promise I will. You fucking liar. It's an old memory, but why does it feel like just yesterday? Even though it has been 8 years. You still haven't forgotten that moment.
お前、ここで会えるなんて本当に奇遇だな。元気にしてたか。
You were about to ask him the same question, but he beat you to it. He goes to her. I've been great. How about you? There was no news of you after you left to the capital. I didn't expect that we'd meet again like this. Back then, my parents and I contacted National Central University, and they said you were selected for secret research. Bro. Ever? Is this secret research project? So,
悪い。
bro, literally.
機密性が高い国家プロジェクトに関わっててさ。
It's okay, Olivia.
実験の間、外と連絡を取れなかったんだ。
I wasn't allowed to have any
終わった
outside
からす
contact.
ぐに戻ってきた。
And you didn't contact me? It's not like I changed my number.
違うんだ、俺は。
But I hope he didn't explode. Extends his hands forward as if wanting to hold yours. When you two were little, this is how he asked for forgiveness whenever you were upset at him. So it is childhood friends. But today, Luke withdraws his outstretched hands and puts them back behind his back.
わざとじゃないんだ。許してほしい。
Angsty. There's nothing to forgive. I'm not angry. I'm so happy to see you again.
本当か？俺に会えて嬉しいのか？
In response to the excitement in your voice, Luke's tense body relaxes. Of course! Are you back for good, or will you have to leave again?
この町に残ってほしいのか？
It's not like what I say matters. The country owns you now, doesn't it? Literally, Caleb.
帰るさ。
Ooh,
今度は
yandere,
お前の
Luke?
言う通りにするから。
I'll listen to you this time. Oh. This is what every man says. Every man says this, and then they act like the complete opposite. Okay, we'll chat later. Let's talk about why you're here. Is it? Oh, your gaze happens to fall upon his Sherlock Holmes keychain, and a thought hits you. The private detective that Winnie was talking about. Ooh, it's you, isn't it? Pantry. Okay. Oh, we're back at the office? No. Oh, Artem. I completely forgot about him. By the time Artem hangs up his call and walks out, the pantry is already empty. He picks up the exam review book left on the coffee table and skims through the advancement exam notes. The neat handwriting catches his eyes.
パートナーか。
Would you be my partner? Ooh. Artem puts down the book and sends a voice message with his phone.
財前、以前相談した
Why is he talking to another woman?
パートナー探しの件だが、いい人はいたか？
Why is he talking to another woman? Who is Celestine? She's not me. Why is he talking to her?
先尾くん次第よ。どんな人がいい？うちの事務所に満足のいく人がいないなら募集するわ。
Artem frowns and thinks for a moment.
要求は高くない。貧困法制で
Someone with
挫折してもへ
integrity.
こたれない。権威にも屈しない人間がいい。
Who doesn't submit. Ooh. Ooh. He likes a dom. Ooh.
業務能力は私と同等。いや、資質優先で。性格と物事の対処方法は私と一緒である必要はない。
Someone who shows potential.
欲しいのは私の鏡となる存在だ。
I need a mirror, not a clone. Interesting. It's rare for Artem to send so many messages, yet there is no response.
やはり
But with him, it's a different matter. No one. He puts away his phone and is about to return to his office when Celestine responds.
要求が高くないって言ってなかった？左京くん、ちゃんとわかってるの？あなたの鏡になり得る人なんて簡単には見つかるわけないでしょう。
Ooh. Listening to Celestine's tirade, Artem frowns again and sighs. His gaze again lands upon the book on the coffee table. His slender fingers run along its spine.
簡単には見つからないか。
Okay. I need to stop. I need to chill. You had followed Winnie to Penny's comfort food and unexpectedly encountered Luke, a close friend you had not seen for 8 years. The private detective that Winnie was talking about, it's you, isn't it? National Central University's top bioengineering student is working not as a scientist, but as a private detective?
当たり。なんせ探偵になるのは俺の小さい頃からの夢だったからな。
Okay.
今になってやっと叶えたってわけだ。
Cute. I'm at a loss for words.
安田さんが探してきた弁護士がお前だったとは。念願のステラ大学法学部には入れたんだな。
Mm-hmm. You're too shocked to proceed to process what Luke is saying.
へえ、二人はお知り合いだったんですね。
She's third wheeling. Bro. She doesn't seem to think further on the matter and doesn't ask any more questions. Bah. Elle a intérêt, hein.
家は食堂の2階です。家にいると思うので声をかけてきますね。
Okay, let's go check. Winnie knocks on the door while you hurriedly collect your thoughts and focus on the job at hand. However, Luke continues to look at you with a smile on his face, his gaze unwavering. Bro is yearning. Stop staring at me already.
ずいぶん久しぶりだってのに、お前は変わってないなって。
He's yearning hard, holy! No way. It's been 8 years. Something has to be different. I'm at least a little taller.
俺から見れば変わってないよ。お前はずっと。
Always been
俺が
what?
16歳だった頃のまんまだ。
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I don't like the sound of that. Are you implying that I'm short and immature?
それは違うって。
Just pulling your leg. Bro, they're flirting. The back door of the restaurant opens. An old man with gray hair and sullen face opens the door. He must be Mr. Green.
もう気を使わないでくれ。食品安全部門の人たちがもう結果を出したんだ。もはや調べることもない。
Bro, he looks like he's been through it. Holy.
お
This
姉さん、
kid.
賠償しても不当な金額を払わされるだけよ。だからこのお二方を連れてきたの。
Seeing Vernon's expression, you hesitate to introduce yourself. He seems off, yeah. He's been through it. A lot of things about Mr. Green are concerning. Let's focus on his abnormally purplish lips. We can see things more clearly now. Why are his lips this color? Connecting to the big data lab, acquiring. It says that purple lips are likely indicate heart disease. Okay. He has a bad heart. If you can't find any points of interest, tap here for a hint. I guess his dark circles under his eyes, such a large incident at his restaurant must have deeply troubled him. Oh, what the hell is this? Cause of bruise on his hand. Intravenous injection site or injury? Injection? Oh yeah, there's the hole. A pinhole bruise. Looks like it was from an IV needle. For someone of his age, an incident this huge must be adversely affecting his health. I should avoid agitating him too much during questioning. You're done with your inspection, tap end. Okay. Just like Winnie said, Mr. Green hasn't been physically or mentally well lately. Since he doesn't like lawyers, I better conceal my identity for now. End inspection. I'm an assistant to Mr. Luke Barsier, a private detective. Even if Luke was surprised by your words, he shows no signs of it. Luke Pierce. Wait, was he the one who helped him get into university? Either touched by Luke's words or his genuine smile, Vernon doesn't put up further resistance. While following Vernon inside, you and Luke intentionally lag behind. Bro, there's... Stop flirting! You're working! He leans towards you, his warm breath tickling your ear. When we were little, I was always the Watson to your Holmes. Thought I'd pick up my old job. Oh, that's so cute. But aren't you curious why I had my identity? They're so in love. As soon as you enter the restaurant, Luke switches into work mode. His question is the same as Artem's back at the law firm. Mm-hmm.
私がまいた。年だから目がよく見えないし、手も震えるので、うっかりして。事故当日、湧き水はいつ店に届いたんですか？湧き水は雲海山のもので、
Cloudbreak Mountain. 6 in the morning.
湧き水が届く前、もしくはその後、お店には誰かいましたか？6時半から8時頃まで店には誰もいない。私とバイトさんで仕入れで出かけ、店員の高橋さんは9時からだから。
Bismillah, bismillah, أخونا متموج. There wasn't anyone from 6:30 to 8 a.m. My caretaker and I were buying ingredients, and the server only starts working at 9. Interesting. Vernon coughs twice, and his face takes on an unhealthy tone.
稽古、胸が苦しいから上で休みたいんだ。ちょっと 支えてもらえ
Oh
ない
no. Mr. Green, do you need to go to the hospital?
大丈夫。いつものことだ。休んだら治る。
Chronic illness.
店の1階は好きに調べてくれ。帳簿付け用のパソコンにパスワードは設定して
Doesn't
ない
have
か
a
ら。
password.
調べるのは
That's not
ご
safe.
自由に。
Feel free to look around.
だが、事件からすでに2週間経っているし、店は片付け終わって、食
I
材も
doubt you
全
can
部
find
捨てた。
anything of use.
調べても何も出てこないと思うがね。
Winnie escorts Vernon upstairs. After they leave, you speak to Luke in a quiet voice. Mr. Greens is acting strange. Normally, clients ask us to find the new clues that will turn the case around. Yet, he's the exact opposite. He even emphasized that there's nothing left to find. His response to your question was also fairly apathetic.
直感だけど、諏訪さんは俺たちに協力する気がないと思う。一応形だけ調査はさせてくれるみたいだけど。あと、殺虫剤中毒というのが引っかかるな。市販の殺虫剤のほとんどは大量に噴射しなきゃ人体に無害なはずだ。どうして諏訪さんは毒性の強いものを選んだんだ。少なくとも飲食店で使うような代物じゃないぞ。
It really makes no sense. Ooh. We can look around. Penny's Comfort Foods. Luke suspects there is more to the insecticide poisonings. The fact that an insecticide toxic to humans was used in a restaurant is suspicious by itself. However, the victim claims it was caused by his own negligence. Then let's start with the insecticide itself. Even if it's been 2 weeks, the rest of the insecticide should still be here. Somewhere.
食中毒を招いたのが本当に殺虫剤の成分なのか判明させるためにも。
While you're talking, your phone vibrates. You take it out and see a voice message from Artem. Ooh, he's so obsessed with me.
事件はそう単純ではなさそうだ。捜査に注意しろ。何かあればすぐに連絡を。
Bro, he's so clingy. He's always like, call me if you need anything. Call me, tell me, call me. Mr. Ring also finds Mr. Green in this case suspicious.
もしもし、どうした？何かあったのか？
Artem's voice suddenly rings out from your phone, catching you off guard. Oh my god. I accidentally called him. He answered so fast. He's so cute.
いや、君が大丈夫ならそれでいい。中級試験の本はあえてこっちに残したのか？そうか。いや、特に問題ない。今仕事に専念しなさい。
I'll organize a review outline for you. Oh, so helpful.
仕事の邪魔をしたな。では。
Bye bye. After hanging up your call with Artem, you let out a long exhale.
さっきの人がお前の上司か。怖がってるみたいだけど。
Did he bully you? Not at all. Mr. Ring's a senior attorney at my law firm and is one of the best in the field. He's really strict, but he never treats anyone unfairly.
本当に?
Of course.
まあいいか。仕事でもそれ以外でも何かトラブルとかうまくいかないことがあったらいつでも俺を頼れよ。
Okay, cute.
腕がいいんだからな。
Okay. I know, Detective Luke Pierce, the Incredible. After a preliminary investigation, you and Luke compare notes on the evidence you found. Luke had run a basic analysis on both the crystals found on the water dispenser and the powder along the edges of the wine cabinet. Okay. The fingerprints lifted from the water dispenser were also compared to the ones stored in the smart lock on the front door. On top of that, you had also found fingerprints on the receipt for insecticide 330. Having only studied in the liberal arts, you don't understand the code and molecular diagrams on Luke's tablet screen. The wound on the back of his hand now looks redder and more swollen. Damn, he injured himself? Let me take a look at the cut on your hand. Oh my god. Once Luke finishes up his work, you remove an alcohol wipe from your purse. Luke follows your gaze to the back of his hand and then smiles like it's nothing. It's not fine. The bottom of the cabinet was probably never cleaned. What if your cut gets infected? Not accepting his refusal, you grab his hand and gently clean his wound with your alcohol wipe. It'll sting. Bear with it for a bit. You're lucky that I always bring alcohol wipes with me when doing on-site work, in case I need to disinfect something. Luke hasn't said anything for a while, so you look up at him. A faint blush decorates his cheeks, accentuating the shine of his coral eyes. You... Oh my god, I love this. Your words better be as good as gold, Detective Pierce. You laugh, causing Luke to blush even harder. He clears his throat in a forced manner and quickly changes the subject. Winnie takes the blood pressure monitor off Vernon's arm and puts it away. Aww. While reviewing the measurement history on the blood pressure monitor, Winnie's hand stops. She turns towards Vernon, eyes slightly teary. Was better than the past few days. What? Oh. Oh, what? Vernon is stunned for a moment, but then lets out a long sigh. I don't have a choice. Is he being like blackmailed or maybe forced into it? It's a long story. Luke's preliminary test results show that something isn't adding up with the fingerprints and insecticide powder. Maybe Luke and Artem were right in suspecting that there is more to this food poisoning incident. true. For instance, the insecticide that contaminated the spring water probably wasn't the bug out that Mr. Green bought. Bug out is an insecticide that isn't toxic to humans. Let me guess. The crystals on the water dispenser are a match with insecticide 330.
ああ、そうだ。ポンプ
Mm-hmm.
式水差しには殺虫剤の有害成分が含まれてた。水差しを解体してみたけど、フィルターエレメントには大量の殺虫剤が入ってたよ。これで注水口に殺虫剤の結晶があったことも説明がつく。
That means any water that went through the dispenser could get contaminated. This also means that it's nearly impossible to spill insecticide into the dispenser by accident. So the act was intentional.
お客さんが食中毒を起こした原因は汚れた湧き水を飲んだことにあるって言い切れるか？
Let me think. Reviewing all the evidence we have should give us our answer. The receipt for insecticide 330.
そうだ。しかもポンプ式水差しのフィルターエレメントの近くからも同じ指紋が検出された。
Now we know for sure that someone not employed by the restaurant was recently here. They must be the one who placed insecticide into the water dispenser. Since they couldn't lock the front door, they must be close to Mr. Green. Someone who's close to him but also has a conflict of interest with the restaurant. We'll have to ask Mr. Green for that answer.
でも今掴んだ証拠を諏訪さんに尋ねても有益な情報は聞き出せないと思う。
You mean Mr. Green is deliberately trying to shield the suspect?
ああ、その可能性が高い。
Why do you think that? Did you find some evidence?
ボトルの洗浄作業ってのはベンダーさんがボトルを回収した後にやることだろう。
Or cleaned by the supplier after they retrieve an empty tank?
けど店に残されてたボトルはきれいに洗われてた。余った水も指紋も何も残ってない。
Mm.
しかもワインセラーの縁で見つけた殺虫剤を検査した結果、無害の虫殺しだけが拭き取られてる。
The restaurant likely uses bug out on a regular basis. Could the staff have cleaned it up by accident?
食中毒が起きたレストランでオーナーの指示もなく勝手に掃除をする店員はいないだろう。これらの証拠隠滅は諏訪さんが毒を混入した犯人の正体を知った上で自らやったことだと思う。
If that's the case, then Mr. Green must have a long history with our culprit. Interesting. Why would Vernon want to protect someone who is clearly out to damage the restaurant? You and Luke can't wrap your heads around it. You hear footsteps suddenly coming down from upstairs. It's Winnie. Her eyes are swollen and red from crying. When your eyes meet, Winnie stops in her tracks. She opens her mouth as if wanting to say something. Before she can speak, Vernon calls out from upstairs.
ケイコ、私の薬はどこに置いてあるんだい？
おじいさんはじっとしてて、取ってあげるから。
Winnie glances at you again before going back upstairs. What's Mr. Green trying to hide?
隠し事をしていても俺たちの捜査は止めてない。なら
We should start on the poisoner's identity. They've had access to the restaurant for 6 years, so we'll likely find clues to their identity somewhere here.
この人物は青い食堂と利害が一致してない。経営情報から手がかりをつかめるか。例えば帳簿とかから。
Operational records.
1階をもう一度操作してみよう。どうしても見つからなかったら諏訪さんに聞くしかないな。
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of a conflict of interest, I just thought of you and Luke lock eyes and he immediately knows what you're thinking. As if you two are of one mind.
それってミールキャットのこと
Deli
か
cart. Okay, so we're back at the restaurant. You and Luke have determined that the suspect is someone closely related to Vernon and has a conflict of interest with the restaurant. You suddenly think of Pedro, the man that Winnie had argued with. Vernon has rejected his sales offers several times, which constitutes a conflict of interest.
この事件もしかして俺が調査してるもう一つの案件とも関わってるのか
Oh, is he working on it too? Another case, I'm talking about Pedro, the sales manager for Delicart. Winnie told me about him back at the law firm. Winnie didn't tell you about him? Or is there something more to this?
ミールキャットはパックスの融資を受けて上場を計画してるって話聞いたことあるか
I also heard that many smaller financial institutions are following suit.
その金融機構の一つが俺にミールキャットの信用と背景の調査を依頼してきたミールキャットは大量の桜を雇ってアプリ内の情報を操作してる以外に違法な手段で利益も得ていたらしい
Ah ouais. What? Delicart is just a food review app. What's their goal?
俺もさっぱりだったけど今回の事故と合わせて考えてみると調査の方向がつかめた気がする口コミアプリは市場競争が激しいからミールキャットは経営を維持できても上場できるほどの利益は上げられてないけどアプリ登録済みの店舗で事故が起きればミールキャットは危機管理コンサルティングサービスを進められる
You're saying that Delicart intentionally sabotages its clients? Like review bombing a restaurant to force its owner to purchase Delicart's premium service to save their restaurant's reputation.
これはあくまで俺が2つの依頼を合わせて推測した結果だ今はまだ証拠がない
I didn't think this is what private detectives do nowadays.
他に何があるんだ芸能人のプライベートの調査に不倫調査勘弁してくれ
You said it, not me. I thought private detectives were all about solving cold cases. Pedro happens to be a Delicart employee, so you might be right. Let's see if we can find some evidence here. After going through the scene again, now you have a clearer picture of the person responsible for the food poisoning incident. Now we're sure Delicart, or rather Pedro, tried to market premium services to Mr. Green. However, we can't implicate him with only a receipt. He could argue that he dropped it in the restaurant after the incident.
もし防犯カメラに彼が事件前に青い食堂を訪れた記録が残っていたら彼は晴れて容疑者の一員だ
But the camera.
ざっと見たところこれなら直せそうだ道具ならカバンにある
Of course he has everything ready. That's amazing. Wouldn't expect anything less from my Sherlock. Oh, from her Sherlock?
なあ俺の活躍を目に焼き付けてくれよ
Luke pulls out all sorts of gadgets from his pockets. Before he can start, Vernon comes downstairs with Winnie's assistance.
直さなくてもいい。あの防犯カメラは
Ah,
私が壊したんだから。
Vernon was the one who did it? And investigation. So we got... Oh yeah, I remember. So it was like Mr. Green destroyed the camera himself. Yeah, I think I remember now. Okay. Mr. Green, you and Luke are both surprised by Vernon's sudden confession that he was the one who broke the CCTV camera.
諏訪さんあなたは今回の食中毒事故いや事件の真相が分かっているんでしょう
Mr. Green, you knew from the start that the food poisoning incident was deliberately caused by someone, didn't you?
西原海斗がやったことだってね
And that someone is none other than Pedro. Vernon walks to the table and sits down without saying a word.
おじいさん、この後に及んでどうしてあの恩知らずのバカをかばうんですか？彼はおじいさんの行為に甘えて図に乗ってるんです。
安田さん、諏訪さんはあなたに何を教えたんですか？
Winnie silently looks at Vernon with an irate expression on her face, then turns away, biting her lip. Other than a long sigh, Vernon shows no sign of wanting to tell you the truth. His strange behavior reminds you of the family photo and Pedro's photo on the bookshelf. That's it! Pedro's the one who looks like the boy in the photo. Could that be the reason why Mr. Green is hiding the truth? Mr. Green, forgive me if I'm about to say what I'm about to say is too personal. We had found photos of your family and Pedro on the bookshelf. Are you protecting him because he resembles your son? Vernon looks up at you in surprise, and then lets out another long sigh.
どうしてわかったんだ？
You hand Vernon the photo you found on the bookshelf. The boy in this photo is your son?
この子は私と葵の一人息子、ヒロトだ。
Hiroto. Oh. What happened?
27年前、ヒロトは18歳だった。念願のステラ大学への入学が決まり、入学祝いに一人で旅行がしたいと言い出した。その旅行中、観光バスが隣県のつづら折りの道路で交通事故に遭い、
No.
ヒロトは二度と戻ってこなかった。
That's so sad.
私と葵が学生の支援を始めたのもヒロトのことがあったから。息子の夢を彼らが受け継いでくれたように思えた。
So it was their way of mourning, like helping other kids achieve their dreams.
でも、
Oh.
愛する息子を失った葵のショックは深かった。
Oh no.
彼女は体調を崩し、2年後にはヒロトのもとへ。
I'm so sorry, Mr. Green.
料理好きの葵はレシピを残していた。私は葵食堂を始め、多くの人に葵の料理を食べてもらおうと思った。
Oh.
西原海斗はもともとこの店のバイトだったんだ。彼はバイトをしながら大学の受験に挑もうとしていた。毎晩仕事が終わった後もキッチンで熱心に勉強して。そんな海斗をつい助けてあげたくなった。彼はヒロトに似ていたのもあって、私にとっては他の子たちとは少し違った存在だったんだ。
当時の西原さんは誠実で努力家の好青年だったんでしょ
う。もちろんだ。カイトは毒を盛るような人間じゃない。あのブラック企業が彼を追い詰めたんだ。
What do you mean it's not his fault? Delicart forced him? How do you know?
あれは去年、彼が会社に就職したばかりの頃だった。
じいさん、助けてくれ。
Holy! Oh my!
会社をクビになっちまう。
どうしたんだい、カイト。
Pedro kneels before Vernon, bitterly sobbing. His cheeks are swollen and purple palm prints are visible on his skin. He was obviously beaten. Away.
誰に殴られた？すぐに通報してやる。
いや、通報はしないでくれ。俺、自分でやったんだ。
What?
自分で？ うして。
会社のノルマを達成できなかった。今月は50万足りなかったから、全部社の前でビンタ50回だ。
Non mais ça va pas. What?
恥を知ればもっと頑張れるって。頑張って
What
ダ
the
メなら
fuck?
給料がされる。向上心がないって言われるんだ。
What the what kind of company are you working for? Holy shit, what?
なんてことだ。そんなのは違法だ。
I would hope it's
こんな
illegal.
会社は早く辞めなさい。起訴してやるんだ。
やめられないよ。今は就職なんだし。前の会社のように力仕事ばっかり押し付けられるのはごめんが。
True.
前の仕事は結局長続きしなかった。今の会社を辞めたら、きっともう俺を雇ってくれる会社はどこにもない。実家には帰れない。あんな貧乏くさい田舎にはもう帰りたくないんだ。この町に残る。
Oh no. What Delicart did was absolutely illegal. He should have listened to you and resigned, and then sued them. Yeah, but like even suing them, like that would cost a lot of money. Like, they're a company, surely they have the money to fight back.
カイトは貧しい暮らしにうんざりしていた。彼の気持ちはわかる。だから助けてやろうと思った。
Hmm.
ミールキャットの会員になってほしいと頼まれたので、会員費を月2万支払った。彼を支援したと思って登録。
でもそれは始まりに過ぎなかった。西原さんはあなたに様々な課金サービスを進めてきた。例えば上級プランとか。
そうだ。上級プランに加入するためには月30万円。店の広告サービスの費用は
$4,500?
到底負担できない額だ。
Yeah, no wonder you can't afford
私
it.
はカイトの頼みを断った。頼みの綱を失ったカイトは追い詰められ、すべてミールキャットのせいだ。悪評を流したり、雇った人間に店でケチをつけさせる。奴らがよくやる手口だ。
Well, maybe if they didn't waste all of this money to hire people for review bombing, maybe they would make the money, you know? Did they think about that? How come the restaurant owners never teamed up to file a lawsuit together?
告発するにも証拠がない。私にはカイトがミールキャットの一員になっていくのを黙って見ているしかなかった。
Damn.
食品安全部門の調査員が帰った後、事故を起こしたのがカイトだと分かった。
He didn't want to tell.
だからボトルを洗い、殺虫剤を拭き取り、防犯カメラを壊して証拠になるものを隠滅した。でも、どうして西原さんが犯人だと言い切れるんですか？
それは
おじいさん、あいつをかばったら青い食堂は食中毒を起こした悪評だけが残って経営が難しくなりますよ。諏訪おばあちゃんが残してくれた美味しいレシピ、誰も食べられなくなっちゃいますよ。
一度真実をすべて話そうとも考えた。だがあの子を牢屋に入れたくない。カイトはまだ若い。ほんの気の迷いだったんだ。でも前科がついてしまったら彼の人生は終わりだ。
And that's true, but still.
諏訪さん、西原さんを救う根本的な解決方法はミールキャットに法の裁きを受けさせることでは。今回の食中毒事件はミールキャットの違法業務を摘発する突破口になる。西原さんさえ証言してくれれば。
君は若いからわからないんだ。私だってあの会社をどうにかしてやりたい。だ
Hmm.
がとても手に負える相手じゃない。
You didn't stop us from investigating, though. A part of you wants the truth to come out, doesn't it? If Pedro is willing to cooperate, I can defend him in court.
お嬢さんが弁護士なのは分かっていたよ。素性を隠したのは私が弁護士嫌いだと稽古から聞いていた
Yeah.
からだ。
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mr. Green.
実は弁護士を立てるのが嫌なわけじゃないんだ。ただカイトが不利になる弱みを握られるのが怖かった。だが証拠となるものは消してしまったし、店を調べても何も出てこないだろう。そう高をくくっていたんだが。
I thought that nothing would turn up in your investigation since I cleaned everything. If it would give Winnie peace of mind or lower the compensation payout, that'd be enough.
どうやら君たちを見くびっていたようだ。稽古も随分と諦めが悪い。さっき上で事情をすべて稽古に話した。君たちと同じように稽古も私を説得しようとした。君たちが私のためを思ってくれてるのはわかる。でもカイトはどうなる？
Vernon turns around and starts going upstairs. You open your mouth to say something when the restaurant's door suddenly swings open. Who would be here at this time? You look towards the front door and it's Pedro. Oh, he's back. He's back. Upon seeing you and Luke inside with Winnie and Vernon, Pedro freezes for a moment, but then he sneers.
じじい、弁護士を雇ったのか？だがこっちについてるのは市でナンバー1のバルドル法律事務所だぜ。万が一でも勝ち目はない。弁護士を雇う金があるなら、その金でうちのサービスを受けたらどうだ？
Why not save yourself some money? See, Grandpa Vern, he's gone completely off the deep end. Pedro. Vernon is not in good health. Worried that Pedro might become rowdy, you start to step in between the two. However, Luke places a hand on your arm and gently squeezes it.
まあそう焦るな。
He winks at you and flashes something from his pocket. A recording pen. Oh, smart. Does he think Pedro may get emotional and reveal the truth about everything?
カイ
Oh.
ト、どうしてミールキャットをやめないんだ？君がやらされていることは全て違法なことだとわからないのか？
俺がいつ法を犯したって証拠はあるのかよ。
He's gonna start to get cocky. Of course we do. What happened at the restaurant wasn't a food poisoning accident, but a case of deliberate contamination. We found a receipt showing that you bought a toxic insecticide. What do you think about that? Pedro sees the evidence you and Luke collected on the table behind you, and his expression immediately changes.
やるじゃないか、じじい。うるさい説教だけかと思いきや、こそこそと偽の証拠をでっち上げてたなんて。カイトのためだとか言っておきながら、本当は俺に濡れ衣を着せようとしてたんだな。
What the fuck?
そんな偽善者
What?
め。
ふざけないで。おじいさんが偽善者なんてよく言えたわね。彼はあなたに一つも悪いことなんかしてないのに。
そっちこそふざけんな。そのじじいは俺に悪いことしかしてねえんだよ。そいつの息子と顔が似てるからっていろいろ押し付けやがって。
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up. Don't say that. Oh my god.
ステラ市で暮らせだ。この競争の激しい大都市で俺みたいなよそ者がどうやって生きていけと。家賃と飯代を稼ぐのもいっぱいいっぱいだ。ならこいつがこのじじいが責任を取るべきだろうが。
What?
それに
This
こいつ
bro is
の子供の
delusional.
いい
What?
親父なら息子を支援するのは当たり前だろ。
Isn't it natural for a father to give his son money to support his career? You're not his son. You're not his son. He was helping you. You're not his son.
呆れたものいい
What
ね
the fuck?
うちの会社のサービスを受ければウィンウィンだ。 GG は経営を拡大できて、俺はノルマをクリア。何が悪い？
What?
この GG は売名のために貧乏学生を支援しようとする。なのに今まで支援してきた学生は誰も助けちゃくれない。こいつの援助が切られたら、大学から追い出される安田以外みんな逃げた。これが偽善者への報いだ。
I just want to slap him. Oh my god.
どうだ？うちのサービスを受ける気になったか？お前が
Everyone is shocked by Pedro's shamelessness. Vernon stares in. Oh. What? I'm skipping that word. At Pedro, deeply wounded by his words.
おじいさん
The quiet restaurant is suddenly filled with the sound of Vernon's rapid breathing. He clutches his chest and kneels in pain. Is he having a heart attack? Is he having a heart attack? Oh no. You and Luke move to check on Vernon, but Pedro suddenly makes a beeline for the evidence on the table. Luke swiftly seizes his wrist.
お前話せよ。
Pedro's face pales from the pain, unable to free himself from Luke's grip. Okay, strong king, we love that. Pedro swings his free fist towards Luke. Luke blocks the hit and twists Pedro's wrist. Pedro screams as Luke locks his arms behind his back. Luke pins Pedro down with an expression as merciless as a sharpened blade.
西原さん、証拠を隠滅しようとは思わないでください。今回の事件、もしあなたが全て会社に強いられたと証明してくれれば、罪を軽くしてあげられるかもしれない。
Ah ouais. You were concerned about work and rent, right? You won't have to worry about those things in prison. Queen, slay.
お前らうちの背後にはパックスグループがいるんだ。お前らごときじゃ手に負えない。
So what if the Pax group owned by the wealthy Von Hagens? Their money means nothing before the law, justice is blind. Girly pops, I don't know which world you're living in. I wish money meant nothing against the law, bro. I wish. I'll be defending Mr. Green in court, and I'll take this case to the Supreme Court if I have to, even against the Pax group.
私は
Let's
君
go!
たちに出廷を依頼する。
Let's go,
大
Grandpa!
気のはもうやめだ。
なんだと？そんな、よせ！
Luke drags Pedro to the door and shoves him outside.
二度と諏訪さんに迷惑をかけるんじゃないぞ。
Luke closes the door and briefly interacts with the smart lock, deleting Pedro's fingerprint from its database. Intimidated by Luke, Pedro picks himself up and scurries away. Skedaddle! Skedaddle! Mr. Green, should we call an ambulance for you? Bro just had a heart attack, true. Oh my god. Winnie gave Vernon his emergency medication, but you're still worried. I mean,
大
obviously.
丈夫だ。それより委任契約書は持っているだろうか。サインしよう。夏彦くんだったね。君が言った通りだ。ミールキャットに急を据えることがカイトの目を覚ます一番の方法だろう。
Hmm.
パックスのことは気がかりだが、年ばかり食った私よりもお嬢さんの逆上には恐れ入ったよ。
You're too kind.
彼女は俺が今まで会った中で一番信頼できる弁護士です。必ず裁判に勝てますよ。
After Vernon signs the representation agreement, you and Luke decide to repair the CCTV camera at Luke's office so Vernon can rest. You feel reassured knowing that Winnie is taking care of Vernon. Pedro's performance pressure. Okay. Oh, and the audio recording of his confession. Okay, nice. Mr. Green will take our leave now. Bye-bye. Leaving the restaurant, Luke says that his office is in the same house that his parents left him, which isn't too far from Penny's comfort food. How convenient. We're going back to his house. It's better to walk the short distance rather than hailing a taxi and getting stuck in traffic. I mean, yeah.
なんだ
Oh,
俺の顔をじっ
cute!
と
The
見て
animation! That's so cute! I haven't seen you in ages. There's a lot I want to tell you. I didn't know where to start.
俺だって同じさ。お前に会えない時もずっとお前のこと考えてた。今まであった
Oh my
こと
god.
を
He's
全
so
部話して
Caleb
やる。
coded.
でもこうして面と向かってるとさ、お前が元気にしてるのが分かって、それでもう十分っていうか。
Mm-hmm. Don't keep everything to yourself. I want to know.
話すと長くなるぞ。最低3日未満は必要になるからな。
Long story.
弁護士大先生はお話に付き合ってくれる時間があるんですか？
He's so cute. Luke, when did you come back? Why didn't you come see me?
俺先週帰ったばかりで。
The truth.
やっぱりバレたか。実はこっちに戻ってから結構経ってる。急な依頼が入ってさ、お前に会いに行く暇がなかったんだ。
I didn't have time to find you. Oh. What is this?
手をひらひらさせてどうしたんだ？俺の身長でも測ってる
I
のか？
thought she was gonna hit him. Of course. I want to see how much taller you've grown. I really thought she was gonna hit him. How come you get to keep growing past 20? You're probably at least 180 centimeters now.
俺らが離れ離れになった時、まだ16だったからな。
He's
そりゃ伸びるだろ。
blushing. He
今
looks
ち
so
ょうど
proud of himself.
180センチだ。弁護士先生の推理通りだな。
You still have that key.
もちろん。これはお前からの贈り物だからな。
Oh, he's so Caleb coded. He's so Caleb coded. I'm also showing this to Pearly. I'm sorry. Compared to before, your skin is...
色黒になったって。お前
Oh,
の知っての通り、俺は小麦色の肌に憧れてるからな。
what?
この方が健康的でかっこいいだろ。
I was actually gonna say that you're still as pale as ever. Haven't you been doing lab experiments all these years? How do you tan in a lab?
おい、ちょっとひどくないか？嘘でも少しくらいは俺の話に乗ってくれよ。俺の事務所まであともうちょいだ。すぐ着くからな。
Mm-hmm. This will be my first time in a detective's office. Looking forward to it, Detective Pierce.
任せろ。絶対がっかりさせないからさ。
You and Luke chat and laugh all the way to his office. However, the sign in front of you... Luke, the 3-story building is your house, right? What is this? Times Antiquities. Shouldn't it be something like Pierce Private Investigations? Did you rent out the first floor?
世間じゃ探偵のことよく思ってない人もいる。人の弱みを握って暴くって。ほら、 諏訪さんもそうだったろ。だから
Makes
そこの
sense.
古物屋、タイムズショップ
An
は
antique
カモフラ
shop.
ージュ。事務所は2階にあるんだ。
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So that's it. Initially, you thought that the storefront was only a cover. However, after entering the shop, you feel as if you've stepped into another world. Ooh, she looks so pretty. The shop isn't large, but it's filled with all sorts of antiques from different time periods. A striking clock faces towards you, a golden magpie perches on a branch, the beating of its wings synchronized with the clock's movements. Oh my god, look at the clock behind, like the kitty clock, so cute! A wooden music box on an adjacent shelf is playing Clair de Lune by Claude Debussy. When you draw closer, you catch a whiff of sandalwood. I would love to have a music box. A beautifully carved kerosene lamp, complete comic sets, a brass table lamp inspired by biblical stories. It's as if you've traveled back in time from the current year, 2030. Damn. I mean, it's not that far off. It's in 4 years.
タイムズショップへ。なかなかいい雰囲気だろ。
This is all your collection?
コレクションとは言えないな。手元に残しておきたいものもあれば、こいつらを必要とする人に渡すこともある。すべてのものに唯一無二の思い出がある。こいつらが望めば、どこへでも行けるさ。
Luke walks to the counter. With the press of a button, the ordinary counter morphs into a high-tech workstation. Okay, damn. This must be the youngest item in the shop.
10分もあれば、カメラを直してメモリを取り出せる。タイムを測ったっていいぞ。
Okay, confident, okay.
おい、ずるいぞ。まだ道具準備してないのに。
I mean, you said it. Your exaggerated motions of starting a timer on your phone urges Luke to hastily break out his toolbox from underneath the workstation. Ooh, wait. Oh my god. Damn. This game looks so good. I'm loving this. Luke is silent as he concentrates on the task at hand. This reminds you of him studying in the library for a competition all those years ago. The Luke before you is no longer the excitable, impulsive youth from your memories. He has grown into a mature and reliable man. Is this the result of 8 years worth of study? You suddenly feel a bit sad that you two missed so much of each other's lives.
おじさんとおばさんは元気か？こっちに帰ってからまだ顔を出してないんだ。
When I was in university, Mom and Dad were recruited as researchers to a top secret research project like you. Luke's hands abruptly pause.
同じ研究。閉鎖型の実験のことか。
I wonder what this is about though. Yeah, no contact with the outside world allowed. They still regularly send me holiday postcards and money though. I don't know when they'll return, but they're both research fanatics. I think they'll be fine. Luke seems relieved after hearing you say this, and he resumes his work.
それならよかった。もし二人と連絡が取れたら、俺が帰ってきたって伝えておいてくれ。あと娘さんの面倒は俺がしっかり見ておくから心配するなってさ。
Wow, you're such an adult now. You sure you aren't planning to stir up more trouble? I used to always get scolded because you dragged me into one thing or another.
やめろって、あれは黒歴史だから。ほら、防犯カメラ直ったぞ。タイマーストップ。
7.5 minutes.
10分もいらなかったな。
You take the memory card from Luke and insert it into your tablet. The surveillance footage shows the restaurant's front door.
諏訪さんの話だと、西原さんの犯行可能時間である金曜6時半から8時までの間、店には誰もいなかったそうだ。
Mm-hmm. You fast forward to the target time frame and play at double speed. Sure enough, Pedro appears on the video. He entered the restaurant at 7:28 a.m. and left at 7:43 a.m. That's more than enough time to commit the crime. In the video, you see Pedro putting his hand into a bulging pocket, which most likely holds the insecticide 330. However, due to the angle of the camera, the surveillance footage doesn't show Pedro actually committing the crime. The video captured not only Pedro, but the worker who delivered the tank of spring water, as well as Vernon and his caretaker leaving and returning to the restaurant. The last part of the video shows Vernon destroying the CCTV camera after the Food Safety Bureau had left. Okay.
食中毒事故の鑑定結果が出た後、諏訪さんはこれを見て西原さんの犯行だって気づいたんだろうな。
These lights are so pretty in the background. He's probably not familiar with technology or only remembered the memory card was still inside after breaking it.
それに諏訪さんは西原さんの犯行手段を詳しく知らなかった。だからこそこれだけ手がかりが残ってたわけだ。
We collected quite a bit of evidence today. I'll need to organize it all for use in court on Wednesday.
手伝うよ。
Oh yeah, court is next week. Okay, we're gonna go back to Artem. I'm excited. I miss him, bro. While organizing evidence with Luke, you suddenly think of something important. The chemical analysis and fingerprints we obtained may not be admissible evidence. I need to send them to the police to be reassessed by a qualified professional.
大丈夫。俺が検査結果を標準フォーマットに印刷してサインしておくよ。それで証拠として認められるはずだ。それはもちろん、俺が名探偵だからさ。
Luke is definitely hiding something from you. You're going to have a long chat with him once you have the time.
裁
Yeah.
判はどんな戦略でいく？直接ミールキャットを狙うか、それとも西原さんから白状させるか。
We don't have enough evidence at the time to implicate Delicart. First things first, I'll have to prove that Pedro is the perpetrator. Then the judge can dismiss the plaintiff's claim for compensation from Mr. Green.
そうだな。それで西原さんの動機はどうやって立証する？
We also saw him operating the smart lock and entering the restaurant. I mean, even if you didn't see him, doesn't, like, usually these fingerprint, like smart locks, they usually log who entered. So, like, even the logs of the lock probably have his info that, oh, he entered at this specific time on this specific date. Now we have proof that the fingerprints on the receipt and in the smart locks database belong to Pedro. That means that he was the one who had the toxic insecticide.
西原さんが素直に認めなければ、法廷で退出することもできるだろう。
Pedro must have brought the receipt to the restaurant while he was committing the crime. Else it wouldn't have found its way under the cabinet by accident.
食堂の水差しで発見したレシートの指紋。そして滅虫サミレの成分。事故鑑定報告書にもあったように、食中毒を招いた成分と滅虫サミレの成分は一致してる。けど。
There's still room for Pedro to bluff his way out. He could claim that he bought the insecticide and took apart the dispenser but didn't go through with it.
西原さんの犯行だと証明する決定的な証拠が足りない。それでも諏訪さん以外の犯行だと証明するだけの材料は揃った。
Yeah, you could do that at least. True. Once this becomes a criminal case, Mr. Green will be off the hook. We'll also have more time to find more
今日
evidence.
はこれくらいにしておこう。久しぶりの再会を祝して飯でもどうだ？
كل شيء لا. Sorry, Luke, but I don't have much of an appetite. I should head back to the office and organize everything. Why not? I never say no to food. I love eating. I'm really grateful for all your help today, but let's do this another time. I'll be off. Bro, she looks dead. What?
なら事務所まで送ってくよ。調子悪そうだし、何かあったら。
Yeah, she looks beat. Luke calls a taxi and escorts you to the law firm's ground floor. You enter the elevator and lean against the wall, watching Luke's concerned face gradually disappear as the elevator door closes. You feel the weight of everything sinking in. Exhaustion and distress set in. You can't help but slowly fall to the ground, hugging your calves. Oh no. What will happen to Vernon and his restaurant? How can you bring Delicart to justice? Will your first collaboration with Luke as an adult end in failure? Girl, you're overthinking this. You won't accept that. Oh my god, girl. Artem? Artem? When you return to the office and see its familiar logo, something important hits you. Isn't the Bax Group our own client? Oh. Oh. Chills go down your spine as you realize the implication of this situation.
どうした？事件の捜査は順調か？
Oh my god. His voice. As soon as you see Artem, the weight on your shoulder doubles. Shit. Mr. Wing, isn't the Pax Group our client?
そうだが、今回の件にパックスが関わっていたのか？
I could listen to his voice like forever. Oh my god. This isn't a simple food poisoning case, but a premeditated criminal case. Pedro Brooks from Delicart poisoned the water. Delicart seems to be affiliated with the Pax Group.
それがどうした？パックスに脅されたとでも？
Not Pax, but Pedro.
君はどう返した？
I told him that even the Von Hagen family isn't above the law, and that I'll take this fight to the Supreme Court if I have to. I had an adrenaline rush when they said that. But we're in trouble now, Mr. Wing.
よくやった。さすがテミスの人間だ。
Oh my god.
パックスはまだ正式にミールキャットに投資していないし、たとえ投資していたとしても何も怖がることはない。パックスがミールキャットの肩を持ってうちとの提携を断つならそれも構わない。
I what?
パックス取締役会長の泉清則。
Austin Von
もしくは
Hagen.
後継者の泉圭が
Oh,
これを口
Marius!
実に言いがかりをつけてきたら教えてくれ。
Oh my god.
なんならパックスを破産させても構わないか
I'll
ら。
help you send him into bankruptcy. Upon hearing Artem's words, you're momentarily taken aback, but then you burst into laughter.
何を笑っている？
I never thought I'd hear you say something like that. Thank you, Mr. Wing. I've realized how fortunate I am to work at Themis. Receiving rare praise from Artem lifts your spirits. Before you can discuss case details with him, Winnie arrives at the law firm. She gives you a piece of key evidence on Vernon's behalf. Kitchen surveillance video. Oh. Vernon would rather this evidence not be used in court since he still holds conflicting feelings towards Pedro. Let's go to the trial. Wednesday, court day. Sitting in the waiting room, you look at the memory card Winnie gave you with a heavy heart.
おじいさんは言ってました。昔西原さんのアドバイスでキッチンにもう一つ防犯カメラを取り付けたって。 もともとはバイトがサボるのを防ぐためにつけたらしいのですが、
It's used
まさ
against
か
him.
こんな。おじいさんはこの証拠の提出を頑なに拒んでいました。息子を自らの手で刑務所に送るようなものですから。
Oh, poor grandpa. The surveillance video clearly shows Pedro disassembling the dispenser and putting insecticide 330 into the tank at 7:32 a.m. on the day of the incident. In the video, Pedro seems to be worried that he put too much insecticide. He pours out some contaminated water and dilutes the tank with tap water. After that, Pedro disappears for a few minutes. You suspect that he felt the water was too dilute and added more insecticide 330. However, this part wasn't seen by the camera or Vernon. This is why Vernon didn't clean the dispenser, even though he knew Pedro was the culprit. Pedro must have been conflicted about his actions, but his desire for monetary wealth eventually prevailed. You obtained key evidence to win the trial, but you don't feel happy about it. You suddenly receive a text message from Luke. He's on a special case, so he can't come. Aw, I wish he could see me win this trial with his own eyes. She wants to make him proud. Ooh. Artem stands before the French windows, okay, and hesitates for a moment before making a call on his
森
phone.
月、私だ。
Vin, ooh.
一人調査グループに入れたい人材がいる。手続き通り、精神状態の評価を頼む。
Mm-hmm.
ああ。
Oh my god.
ああ。わかった。近々彼女と会えるように手配しておく。
I'll arrange for her to meet you. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, this is so pretty. Civil Court 10.
青い食堂食中毒事件について改定
This
し
is
ます。
exciting.
まずは原告代理人から起訴状を朗読してください。
The prosecution, okay.
私、バルドル法律事務所
Ooh.
藤井明は被害者計6名の依頼人を
Howard.
代表し、青い食堂に訴訟を提起します。今月3日金曜日、田中様ら6名の顧客が青い食堂で昼食を食べました。
This is intense. The music is so intense.
被告人の管理不備で殺虫剤が海鮮と豆腐の煮込みの原料の泉水に混入。食べた数名が入院治療を余儀なくされた。
Mm-hmm.
今回の事件は被害者の健康を損ねただけではなく、彼らにひどい心理的外傷を与えました。現在、被害者らは食事に対し猜疑心を持つようになり、毎日の食事に抵抗を感じています。
I mean, makes sense, honestly. Me too. Like, when I get food poisoning or something, like, I avoid eating out for a while.
したがって、被害者の総意で青い食堂に一人
Okay, but like
200
30,000
万円の賠償を請求いたし
for
ます。
each victim is insane.
被告人、原告側の陳述に対して異議。
Yeah, she's so cute. Yummy. She's so cute. Look at her. Oh my god. Your Honor, I will be wholly representing the defendant and the owner of Penny's Comfort Foods, Mr. Vernon Green, due to his poor physical health. The plaintiff is demanding compensation from Penny's Comfort Foods based on the assumption that this is a case of food poisoning due to negligence. However, this assumption is completely wrong. This case is actually a deliberate, premeditated criminal case. Mr. Green is not at fault and should not be responsible for compensatory damages.
被告人は賠
Oh my
償
god, I
金
can't
の支払
fucking
いが
read.
困難なのでしょう。だから弁護人が法廷で根も葉もない話を捏造しているのです。食中毒事件の位置づけは食品安全部門が発行した自己鑑定報告書が根拠となります。
Shut up, pretty boy. Objection! That report only validates the fact that the food was contaminated by toxic substance. It does not prove intent. The true perpetrator of this crime is Mr. Pedro Brooks, a sales manager at Delicart.
弁護人、西原さんは現在本件とは無関係ですが、
Yes, I do!
彼がどこ
I do, Your Honor! I will present sufficient evidence to the court, and I will ask that Mr. Brooks be called on the stand.
許可します。西原海斗さん、
Ooh.
出廷してください。
あのじじいは追い詰められて頭がおかしくなってるんだ。
西原さんの言葉遣いは褒められたものではありませんが、弁護人は我々の注意をそらしたいのでは？
According to the FSB incident report, the affected customers had ingested toxic insecticide chemicals, resulting in abdominal pain and diarrhea. However, Mr. Green had instructed his employees to purchase Bug Out, which is an insecticide that is not toxic to humans.
それは諏訪さんの一方的な言い分だ。それに個人的に有害な薬品を購入していても弁護人には教えないでしょう。
Objection! Objection! His words can be substantiated. The poisoning insecticide was purchased by Mr. Brooks. The evidence is a receipt for the professional grade insecticide 330 found inside the restaurant. The insecticide 330 is harmful to humans. While it's not lethal, it causes abdominal pain and diarrhea. The symptoms match the FSB said in their incident report. The payment account numbers shown on the receipt match Mr. Brooks' personal bank account number.
そんなの当てずっぽうだ。レシートには口座番号の一部しか表示されてないのに、なぜ俺の口座だとわかる？
That's a wild guess. The receipt only shows a part of the account number, so we can show the fingerprints, no? Intentional contamination constitutes a criminal case as long as the evidence is shared with the prosecution. It is a simple matter to identify the account number owner. Additionally, your fingerprints were found on the receipt. Mr. Brooks, please explain this.
それは仮に俺が買ったものだとしても、俺が殺虫剤を入れた証拠にはならない。
Alors,
あの殺虫剤は自宅用に買ったんだ。それをジジイの店に営業に行った時に落とした。それの何がおかしい？
when did you visit Mr. Green?
もちろん事件が起きた後。
No, 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 no.
管理コンサルサービスを提供してるか。
No, you did not.
ジジイのトラブルを解決してやろうと思ってな。けどあの主戦度は金のために青い食堂の名誉を捨てたんだ。
裁判官、私の依頼人たちは諏訪さんとの和解を試みましたが、彼が賠償金を払えないというので、こうして裁判になった。
Objection! Mr. Saiter, your clients attempted to extort Mr. Green for a compensation value that far exceeded the legal limit. Of course, my client would not pay. Mr. Brooks, you did indeed visit Mr. Green at his restaurant, but not only after the incident. Pedro went to the restaurant before the incident and had the chance to poison the water. The evidence is... oh yeah, the front door. CCTV footage shows that the morning of the incident you entered Penny's Comfort Foods at 7:28 a.m. and left at 7:43 a.m. The footage also shows that the water was delivered at 6 a.m. Mr. Green and the caretaker were buying ingredients between 6:30 and 8 a.m. and the server started working at 9. While you were at the restaurant, no one else was present and the spring water had already been delivered. Can you explain what you were doing there? Why would you be alone in an empty restaurant for 15 minutes?
俺は諏訪に上級プランを進めに来たんだ。でもいなかったから店内で少し待たせてもらった。けど15分経っても戻ってこないから諦めて帰ったんだ。
裁判官、西原さんの説明は合理的だと考えます。
Mais ferme ta gueule, toi.
彼はただの勤勉なセールスマネージャー。毎日業績を上げ
I
よう
mean, he's
と
doing
奔
his
走し
job, but
社会のために
still.
奉仕しています。
Objection! Objection! He works hard, but not in an ethical manner. The evidence that proves that Mr. Brooks poisoned the spring water is, I guess, this. Mr. Brooks, you did not idly wait during those 15 minutes. A large amount of insecticide 330 residue was found inside the water dispenser, and your fingerprints were present as well. How do you explain this?
俺は喉が渇いて、それで水差しで水を汲んだんだ。
Then why were your fingerprints found near the internal filter?
それは
There is nothing to say. The insecticide did not contaminate the water by accident, as stated in the FSB's incident report. This is a case of intentional poisoning.
あの水差しの調子がおかしかったから分解して確かめただけだ。
Do not lie. The water dispenser operates without any problem. I can demonstrate it here in court.
そうだ。俺には動機がない。どうしてこんな
I wonder why.
事件を起こす必要がある。高校を中退してステラ市に来たばかりの俺をジジイが諏訪さんが支援してくれたから大学に進学できたんだ。彼には感謝している。ミールキャットに入社後も葵食堂の経営支援を考えてたんだ。彼を陥れる理由がない。
You are lying through your teeth, Mr. Brooks. How shameless can you be?
弁護人、言動には注意を。西原さんの質問に対し、
裁判官、弁護人はすでになすすべなしと見受けられますが。
Mr. Brooke has a motive to commit such a crime, and the evidence is, I guess, the recording of his confession. What is this? Yeah, so this. Mr. Brooks, you entered the restaurant last Saturday when I was collecting evidence. You openly confessed that you are immensely pressured to meet your sales targets, and that you want Mr. Green to purchase Delicart's premium public relations services. If the food poisoning incident did not occur, then you would not have had a reason to convince Mr. Green to buy Delicart's premium services, correct? Mr. Green cares not about the negative reviews written by Delicart's ghostwriters. The positive reviews in his feedback are worth infinitely more to him. Who stands to benefit the most from such an incident? Everything you said that day was recorded. Unexpected? No. In this recording, your tone of voice does not convey even a sliver of gratitude.
俺が得をするから殺虫剤を入れたって。そんなのデタラメだ。
この録音は確かに西原さんと諏訪さんの不仲を証明できますが、西原さんの犯行を証明できるものではありません。
弁護人はポンプ式水差しから西原さんの指紋が見つかったとおっしゃった。だが指紋は西原さんのものだけでしたか？
The fingerprints of Mr. Green and the restaurant's 2 employees were also found on the exterior of the water dispenser. However, they are in charge of the restaurant's daily operations. It is not out of the ordinary to find their fingerprints to be on the dispenser. Objection!
しかしそうなると、彼らが水差しの内部に殺虫剤を混入した可能性も考えられますよね。日頃から扱っている代物なら、内部に指紋を残さず、フィルターに直接殺虫剤を混入できるかもしれません。もしそうなら、葵食堂の責任は重大です。弁護人、あなたは自分で自分の首を絞めたことになりませんか？
弁護人、確かに西原さんへの疑惑はありますが、彼を有罪とする
I guess we have no choice but to show, like, the kitchen CCTV footage, no? Should I show them the kitchen surveillance video? You look at the gallery and see both Artem and Winnie sitting there. Artem looks at you in a cool and calm manner, as if he's telling you that a lawyer's judgment should not be influenced by their feelings when in court. However, you can't ignore Winnie's bloodshot eyes. Behind the video is an old man's internal struggle. No matter what Pedro does, Mr. Green will still regard him as a son. If Pedro's convicted, Mr. Green would be devastated. So I should Oh my god. Do I have to choose? Uh, I honestly, I would show him, like, I would show the court the security footage, right? Because, like, come on. What else is there to do? Like, I'm sorry, Mr. Green, but we have to do it, right? I think I would present it. I have one more piece of evidence to submit to the court. Mr. Brooks, do you remember installing a hidden camera in the restaurant's kitchen for Mr. Green so he could monitor the staff? I'm just doing my job. Back then, you studied hard to get into college and truly were grateful for what Mr. Green had done for you. Remember this? It was neither Mr. Green nor I who proved your guilt in court today, but the old Pedro who still had a conscience. Ooh. In the gallery, Vernon sighs. You don't know when he had arrived. I'm sorry. What do you have to say in your defense?
裁判官、俺は追い詰められていたんだ。会社に業績アップを強要されて、同僚たちもいろんな手段を使ってるんだ。なのに、俺一人だけ有罪だなんて理不尽だ。捕まえるなら会社もろともだろ。西原さん、その発言は自白と。
Do you confess to the crime of poisoning the water?
それでは判決を言い渡します。青い食堂食中毒事件について審理した結果、事件の性質に重大な変化が起きたことが認められました。よって原告の賠償請求を棄却、被告人の賠償金支払いの意思については刑事裁判終了後に再度審理します。司法警察の方は直ちに西原容疑者を勾留し、法執行機関に移送してください。
Bro, you're the one to talk. What the fuck? Pedro tries to break away from the bailiff's grip and lunges towards Vernon in the gallery, but the bailiff holds strong. Both Winnie and Artem are standing up and shielding Vernon from Pedro. Seeing Pedro like this, Vernon can't help but weep. Oh no.
救いようのない子だ。ミールキャットになど入らなければ、
Oh
こんなことにはな
no.
らなかったかもしれない。
Vernon turns and leaves the courtroom with Winnie's help.
なんだと。左京に負けたならまだしも。
Bleh, fuck you.
初級弁護士にも負けただと。
Loser! Take the L!
被告人、特に言いたいことは。
Court is adjourned. Let's go! Trial
閉廷します。
1! Defense successful! Okay, nice! Okay, so this is the last episode of the new chapter. Artem's office. Soon after he had submitted all the evidence to the prosecution, the criminal court took charge of Pedro's case. With all the conclusive evidence, he was swiftly convicted and sentenced. Mr. Green and Penny's comfort foods were found not at fault and therefore not responsible for compensation. Pedro was liable for the victim's compensatory damages. Words has it that Pedro revealed Delicart's shady and illegal business practices in court, which led to a lawsuit against the company. And now all previous talks of investments remain just that.
何か考え事か?
Thinking about the case now reminds you of how heartbroken Vernon was. Immersed in those somber thoughts, it takes you a while to realize that Artem is calling you. اسمح لي, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Wing, were you talking to me?
裁判での行いを後悔しているのか? ならどうして裁判官に証拠映像を提出したんだ?
Because I knew what Mr. Green really wanted wasn't to save Pedro, but for him to turn a new leaf. If I withheld that video, Pedro would have never reflected on his own mistakes. He would have continued farther down his twisted path, and Delicart's crimes wouldn't have been brought to light.
だから覚悟を決めたのか。
Ooh,
正しい判断をしたな。
we're getting praised. Ooh. Mr. Wing, are you really praising me?
調子に乗るな。
Smelly. Sorry. Sorry. Artem sighs. He turns around and picks up a few blue packets from his desk.
ハウゼンの粉薬。諏訪さんが服用していたのか。案件と何か関わりが。
Oh my god, his voice. His voice. They're his, but they're not related to the case. They were probably brought back together with all the other evidence. When you left the restaurant that day, Luke had packed the evidence bag for you. He likely threw the packets in it without much thought. They weren't needed during the trial, so I put them in my folder. I haven't organized it yet.
君から見て、諏訪さんの精神状態はどうだった？
Are these things related? Winnie said that Mr. Green was diagnosed with depression. It might have been caused by Pedro's chronic harassment. Thankfully, the case is over, so he can probably rest up.
そうか。
Aww. Artem is silent for a moment, and then suddenly changes the
と
subject.
ころで、森月レイという心理学者にある書類を届けてくれないか？
Ooh.
別件で手が離せなくてな。住所は封筒に書いてある。
Okay. Okay, we're about to meet Vin. You've heard this name before. He is a widely renowned expert on psychology. They say he has focused on criminal psychology in the past 2 years and has published many papers. Many prestigious universities wanted him as a lecturer. For some reason, Vin Richer refused all of their invitations and quietly settled down in Stellis. I've wanted to meet Vin for a while. Low-key, me
私と森月
too.
はただの仕事仲間だ。プライベートでは特に付き合いがない。
Uh-huh. Okay.
彼と話すとき、過ぎたことは言わないように。
Yes, sir. Don't worry, I'll treat him like a business partner.
ああ、その調子で頼む。気をつけてな。
Okay. President's office. Meanwhile, at the PAX Group headquarters, the atmosphere in the president's office is suffocating.
反論があるなら聞こうか。
Oh,
投資決定の時は随
wait,
分
that's
ご出身だ
Marius,
った
isn't it?
今さらおじけづいたのか。
社長、申し訳ございません。ミールキャットの不当な利益については、
Oh my
調査不
god.
足でした。
Oh no.
日頃から隠蔽工作を徹底していたようで、今日まで証拠などは見つからず、
ファックスが毎年億単位の金を投資してるビッグデータセンターはただの飾りか？
Oh no. Bro, he's intense. Ooh.
そんなことはありませんが、
そもそも証拠を集めて裁判にかけろとは言ってないよな。リスクがあると分かった時点で投資は中止すべきだった。今回のミスはお前らが取引先企業の信用と社会的責任の調査を軽視して
Oh my
投資
god.
を推し進めた結果だろう。
Oh my god, he's intense.
ミールキャットが利益を得ていなくとも悪評を捏造する会社ならパックスは投資しない。パックスグループが泉家のものである限り重要なのは一族の誇りだ。よく覚えておけ。
かしこまりま
Ooh.
した。担当者が戻りましたら、厳しく処罰させていただきます。
Wish, Kivesh.
担当者
What?
お前の処罰が先だ。
Handle
パック
yourself
スマネジメン
first.
トは母が創設した。そこでこんなミスを犯した人間を許すと思うか。
Oh. Oh my god. What? Pax Capital is my mother's legacy.
ああ、そういえば
面白い話を耳にしたよ。ミールキャットの社長って君の親戚なんだって。
المعرفة
社長
اوه
私は
年次の高さに免じて起訴はしない。だがもうお前に用はない。
Oh, a lawsuit. I thought he was straight up gonna kill him.
もしパックス傘下の企業でお前を見かけるようなことがあれば、その時は容赦なく潰させてもらう。
Ooh. Ooh, yikes. Episode end.